Hey, Marshall Mathers the fourth here. I just gotta stop kidding myself honestly and just face the facts and reality that none of you will ever help me. And I know that to be true. I gotta stop living this fantasy life and keep hoping and wishing that just maybe someone might come along and give me a bunch of money or a ton of money like a good Samaritan would do, or someone who's actually generous enough. But unfortunately, that doesn't seem to exist in this world at all, or at least anymore, even if it did at one point in time. And I'm just a failure at life. Just a complete and total 100% failure and a loser. And even if I do get a job, which I would literally have to be lucky enough to honestly get any job for that matter, because I'm a high school dropout and I refuse to get my GED. So to put it simple, I don't have an education. So how in the literal fuck could someone such as myself, I don't know, somehow get a job? I mean, it would literally have to take a miracle for someone like me to get a job. And if I did, it would be far away. And I would have to have a car to get there. And I am planning on getting my driver's license soon. But even with that being said, I don't want to have to drive a car to work. Why? Because I don't want to have to pay for gas. I want to save everything I make. And if I have to spend my own money on the gas for my car, whatever car I might get, or even if I have to borrow one of my relatives' cars or parents' cars or whatever, I'll have to pay for gas. So I won't be saving everything I make if I end up having to do that. So the only other choice and option I have is riding a bike, which I would absolutely do, but I don't have a fucking bike at all. And I really wish, and I would be so happy if I lived right across the street for a job that I actually want to do and am very interested in doing. And here's the other thing that none of you morons seem to understand and realize, because you probably don't live in the same state as I do. That, and not only same state, but same exact place. Because if you did, you would know very well that there are probably like only a couple jobs that I could do if I actually wanted to. One being a dairy farm that I live right across the street from, and the other being a Dollar General store. But here's the problem with the Dollar General store. One, that it only pays $8 an hour unless you're a manager assistant. And I looked that up, and guess what? A high school diploma or GED is strongly required and preferred. So that job is out of the way. And if I were to probably even do any other position, even if it were a minimum wage position and I got under $10 an hour or whatever, they'd probably still expect me to have a high school diploma or at the very least a GED. And who knows about this dairy farm? Maybe they do as well. Who knows? I guess I'll have to find out. But the only way I would work there is either if I were forced to physically, or literally had no other choice but to get that job. because I am going to try to find that Amazon warehouse job, even though there is literally no address or location on Google Maps that shows the warehouse being in the place that it says it is, even though there is a website that literally shows that at one point they did have applications open and like when they ended them, and now that they're closed. But I'm still going to try to find it, pretty much. One of my parents, hopefully, and I will go on a wild goose chase and try to track down the location of the Amazon warehouse, hopefully. If we're even lucky enough to find it. And if we do, I will try in any way fucking possible to get that job, or to convince them enough to give me that job. And, you know, the other thing is the fact that I need a job that would pay me a lot. Like the Amazon warehouse job, for example, which is $16 to $35 an hour. Because everything I want is so expensive, and there are not that many jobs where I live, either in the state or location, that have that many good paying jobs for that matter, or any jobs at all. And there's literally, like I said, 2 jobs. That's all that there pretty much is. And that's what I mean by little to no jobs. I live 15 miles away from the nearest town. And that's my luck. That's my unfortunate situation. So peace out. Have a nice life, you fucking assholes.